Welcome back to Away with Dogs Series 2 for our fourth qualifying heat of sheepdog trials here at Bodfari. In this programme, we're going to watch the penultimate group of 3 handlers, each competing for a place in the semi-final. On the last programme, we saw the third group of handlers complete the qualifying course, which I think you'll agree was pretty exciting to watch. Here's how they ended up on the scoreboard. As we can see from the scores, Angie has the top run at the moment, losing just 12 points, followed by Neil dropping 20 points, and James leading the rest of the field, losing 23 points. Right, here we go with our fourth group to run, and what an amazing group of handlers they are. Kevin Evans with Preseli Ci from South Wales, Thomas Longton with Jim from England, and Owen from North Wales with Llangwm cap. So it's on to the draw for the running order, but before we do, let's go to Mike for a reminder of the qualifying course.
Thank you, Bryony. The handler can choose to either send the dog to the left or the right. The dog wants to go on a pear-shaped outrun and land at the point of balance at the back of the sheep. The next part is the lift, which is the first contact between the dog and the sheep. The fetch wants to be as straight as possible from the line of picking the sheep up to the handler's post, aiming for a tight anti-clockwise turn to start the first leg of the drive. Straight drive between the obstacle gates and a tight turn to start the cross drive. A straight cross drive to go behind the cross drive obstacle and draw the sheep back through the centre and a straight line back into the shedding ring. Once in the shedding ring, the handler has to shed 2 uncollared sheep and keep them apart from the other 3. The handler then regroups the sheep and proceeds to the pen. On penning the sheep, the gate must be shut. The sheep are then brought out of the pen back into the shedding ring, and the handler has to single 1 red collared sheep. The handler has to hold the single to the judge's satisfaction, and they will call it, and that will be the end of the run. 30 minutes are allowed for the course.
So, Group 4, it is time for the draw. Are you feeling nervous?
Yeah. A bit.
Yeah, oh, that was a solid yes from everyone there. Well, let's see who's going to go first. Where are you? Third?
3.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular choice. Second, well,
I've got.
Okay. Okay,
3 as well.
How is it now? Okay,
1.
so you're up first. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't bother me too much. We've all got to do the same thing. I know I've got 2 of the best handlers in the world right behind me, so it's better to go in front of them than behind them, I would say.
Absolutely. Well, like you say, very strong team here with Group 4. We look forward to watching you over the next few minutes. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can't talk about sheepdog handlers or trialling for long without mentioning the Longtin name. And the first of our 3 incredibly successful handlers in this 4th qualifying group is definitely one of the very best. Thomas Longton is a 3rd generation sheepdog trainer and trialist from Quernmore near Lancaster. A former international supreme champion and multi-brace champion, Thomas has long been acknowledged as one of the very best trainers and handlers. He has his own very quiet and distinctive skillful way of handling, something he's always ready to help pass on to newcomers of all ages to the sport. If you'd like to find out more about Thomas and how he started trialling, take a look at his Meet the Handler interview on our website. Look out for the link at the end of this film. Today, Thomas will be competing with his dog Jim to try and earn himself one of those precious 6 places in the semi-final.
Run number 10 is Thomas Longton, affectionately known as TW, because there's a lot of Longtons in Lancashire, around the Quormer area, and they nearly all begin with the letter T. former Supreme Champion, twice winner of the English National, with his new dog, Jim. White-faced, 2 bright blue eyes. Just slowing up there. Asked him to carry on round. Couple of whistles there. Three gone per judge on the outrun. Nice gentle lift, nothing lost there. Very quiet handler, Thomas. Trying to put them back online. That's well done, Jim. All Welsh breeding in this dog. Keeping everything quiet and sweet. Whistles with his fingers. And far off the fetch for that bend coming up to the fetch gates.
Lie down. Lie down. Come on, come by. Lie down. Good lad. Come by. Good lad.
Jim just edging them round.
Lie down. Come by. Lie down. Lie down.
That was nice. Try and keep them moving.
Good dog. Walk on. Shh. Come by. Come by.
Little bend there. Right hand flank. Take a stop whistle there. Push them through the middle. Walking away nicely. Big right hand flank. Get them turned, Thomas. Quite far back into the field. Best to be safe than sorry. Coming across nicely. Left hand flank there, just make sure they don't pop through. Careful not to turn them back up the field. Done that nicely. Not messing about, nice trotting pace. To bring them back towards the hurdle bit, he'll be offline. Now he's through it. I imagine Thomas will hit the edge of this grass. Yep. That's where you want to be. Put them back on. Yep. Nicely done on that return.
Lie down.
Shooter in the ring there so Thomas can move in himself.
Wait a minute. Lie down. Good lad.
5 points a judge
Come on. Where, Jim?
for the driving.
Where, Jim? Go ahead, Jim. Come on. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Come by. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lie down there. Lie down there.
Trying to keep them really, really calm. Not easy when you get a red collared one, keeps bolting because the dog wants to take it. Took it back in again. Thomas just going to try and stream them out in a line so we can get the two uncollared sheep to one end.
Lie down there. Wait a minute. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. I'll do this.
There it is.
Lie down. Lie down.
Thomas made the gap, got the dog
Wait.
to take it.
Wait a minute. Lie down.
Nothing dropped there. He's sending them back for the 3 to come to the 2. Probably just move the 2 up himself away from the pen. There he has done. So he can get a nice controlled line and gain these clear 20 points available on the pen. 10 points a judge.
Lie down. Wait. Lie down. Come by. Wait. 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 Good lad. Come on. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Lie down. Wait, Jim. Lie down. Good dog. Come. Wait a minute. Come by. Come by. Good dog. Wait. Lie down. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down there. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Lie down there. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Lie down there. Wait a minute. Lie down there.
One trying to bolt
Lie down.
there.
Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Out.
One of the best handlers in the UK, Thomas Longton.
Good lad. Wait, Jim. Stand up. Jim, on your feet. On your feet. Good lad. Wait, Jim. On your feet. Good boy. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Jim, wait, Jim. On your feet. Wait, Jim. Good lad. Get up. Walk on. Jim, come on.
Just a little bit sticky, Jim.
Come on, Jim. Wait, Jim. Hand there. Good boy.
He knows he's in the right place though.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim.
That's it.
Good
And
dog.
that little away command brought him up on his feet, makes him look bigger.
Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Lie down. Good boy. Wait, Jim. Lie down there.
There they go.
Lie down there.
Very quietly done.
Wait, Jim. Lie down. Lie down.
That's fair enough, point to judge.
Lie down.
That one sheep did bolt a bit and he just refused a couple of commands, so it's enough to warrant a point coming off.
Come by. Good lad. Good lad. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down. Wait, Jim. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there. Come by. Lie down. Wait, Jim. Wait, Jim. Lie down there. Lie down there. Lie down there.
Could be at the end there.
Come on. Come by.
I think he's going to try it on the head.
Lay down there, lay down there. Lay down, wait him, wait him.
Not lost any points. Didn't call him in.
Good lad, Jim, come on. Come by, lay down, come by. Lay down, wait him. Lay down there. Lay down there. Lay down there. Come by, lay down there. Lay down there, come by. Lay down there, wait him. Lay down there. Come by, lay down there, come by. Lay down there, lay down there. Lay down there, come by, lay down there. Come by, lay down there, waiting. Lay down there, come by. Lay down there, come by. Lay down, this.
There it goes.
Come by, come by, come by, come by, come by.
Judges called it.
Lay down, lay down.
Point off a piece.
Lay down.
I'm sure Thomas will be happy with that run and hoping it's good enough to make it through to the semi-finals. Dropping just 28 points takes him into the top 6 for the time being, but there are still 5 amazing handlers to run in this competition. Without question, our next handler, Owen, is the most successful sheepdog trialist of all time. Born and bred in Penrhydeuyn, North Wales, Aled was brought up on the family farm with sheepdog trialling in his blood. His uncle, Glyn Jones, won the famous Vyvod sheepdog trial in 1899, a feat Aled achieved exactly 100 years later. Aled began his trialling career at Bodfari when just a teenager, after attending an ATB course run by Glyn Jones, a local and successful trialist. He's since gone on to win the Supreme in each of the 4 home countries with 4 different dogs, as well as being 2 times world champion and holding numerous national titles. Unsurprisingly, Aled is in much demand throughout the sheepdog world and is always happy to help anyone asking for training advice. Nowadays, he spends much of his time travelling to give clinics or to judge. You may remember he judged our first series of Away with Dogs. Follow the link at the end of this film to watch Aled's Meet the Handler interview on our website. Let's wish Aled the best of luck here running his 2015 International Supreme Champion Llangwm cap.
Run number 11 is Owen, the judge on the first series of Away with Dogs. I don't know if I've got enough time to talk about this gentleman, but he's 4 times Supreme Champion, 2 times World Champion, 5 times Welsh Champion, won 300 Opens, and I'm sure he can walk on water. This is Llangwm cap, Supreme Champion. 1 point dropped on that outrun. Lovely lift there. This dog is fairly loaded with power. Bryn Davies and his son have been letting out for these trials, and they're real professional in the way they do it. Keep the sheep quiet, out in position for everyone. Can make or break a trial the way the sheep are put out. Cat working well. See how that dog was on the right hand side and those sheep didn't offer to bolt below the hurdle. This dog has got a real method with sheep. Aled coming down those steps like a 21-year-old. You wouldn't believe he was in his 60s.
Stand.
Contract shearer in his time.
Come by. Stand. Stand. We stand. Come by. Stand. Stand. We stand. Come by. Stand. We
This dog's a machine.
stand.
Only a 1 point
We stand.
off that fetch.
Come by. Stand. Stand. We stand. We
She's
stand.
trying him, this sheep.
We stand. Come by. Stand. We
What a method.
come by.
I wouldn't stand there, girl, if I were you. This dog will meet you in your eyeballs.
Stand.
No,
Stand.
no
Stand.
backward gear.
Stand. We stand. Come by.
Come on, try it, Gap says.
Come by.
No,
Stand.
she thought better of it.
Stand. Come by. Stand. We stand. Come by. Come by. Stand. Stand. We stand. We stand. Come by. Stand. We stand. Come by. Stand. We.
Very responsive. Into that channel now. When he tucks himself in, be sheep, he's got this long stride. He can walk faster than a lot of dogs can trot. Nice clean flanks. Just those half flanks, just keeping them in the channel there. Ooh. Missed with 2. Got it with 3. Not drastic. Everything else has been really good. Sheep on the end of his nose there. Nice straight line across there. Probably gone a bit high. Pulling them back in again. Making sure. Walking back to the obstacle. A little bit high there. Bit further back than he should have been. But it's a real gamble if you come for a tight turn there. Bit offline coming back on this return. Odd point going.
Come by. Stand. Stand. We stand. We stand. Come by. Stand. We stand. Stand.
Yep, 15 points
Stand.
dropped.
We
Mainly for line and sheep being missed at that first obstacle.
stand. Stand. We stand. We stand. 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 Stand.
Quietly looking at these sheep. Alid is one of the world's best shedders.
Come by. Stand. We come by. Stand. We stand. Stand. Sit down.
That is a shed.
Stand.
Dog came in well, took those.
Come by.
Nothing lost.
Stand. Stand. We
I've been on an Alid judging clinic and very informative. I just wish my dog would listen.
Stand. We stand.
Nicely regrouped. Now he's gone to the pen.
Stand. 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 We stand. We stand. We stand. We stand. We stand. Get up. Stand. Come by. Stand. Come by. Stand.
Lowering his voice as he gets closer to the entrance.
Stand. Stand. Come by. Stand.
Could hear a pin drop.
Stand. 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 Come by. Stand. We stand.
Dog has full trust in him.
Stand. We stand.
Because you're not going to beat Cap.
Stand.
And a nice pen.
Come by. Stand. Stand. Come by. Stand.
Keeping it quiet, he knows he's got to go for a single.
Stand. Come by. Stand. We.
Doesn't want them out the ring.
We.
Another dog with a big engine can work all day. Let's see if Alid's shedding is singling as good as his shedding, because the shedding was superb.
Stand. Stand. Come by. Stand. Come by. Stand. Stand. We. Stand. We.
Always gains a lot of points in the close work, as we call it, shed pen single. At any trial we run out. Trial's never over till this man's run. You're going to try and take that back one.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Well,
Stand. We.
yet again, great single there, Alid. Great run.
Stand. Stand.
What a perfect finish to that run, with no points dropped in the shed pen or single. A great run to watch, with just those two sheep slipping past the drive gates to produce a score of just 19 points dropped. Arguably, Kevin Evans is one of the most prolific handlers to date, with an amazing trialling record and all before the age of 40. His list of successes certainly supports that statement. Kevin's interest in dogs began at a very young age, through working with his father Di, another top handler and trainer, on the family farm in Brecon, South Wales. At the age of 10, he was given his first trials dog, and very quickly went on to win the Young Handler competition on BBC TV's One Man and His Dog. Since then, Kevin has accrued an amazing number of wins and titles, including the remarkable double at the 2018 International, where he became Supreme and Reserve Supreme champion with his dogs Preseli Ci and Ace. To find out more about Kevin's amazing career, follow the link at the end of this film to watch his Meet the Handler interview on our website. Today, Kevin is partnering his 2 times International Supreme champion bitch, Preseli Ci.
And number 12 going to the post is another one of the big guns in World Sheepdog trialling, Kevin Evans, with his Supreme champion Preseli Ci by Ross Games' Roy, out of a daughter of Alid Owen's Roy. Taking a nice line there on the outrun. Across to the point of balance. One dropped on the outrun. Nothing off the lift. And they're coming away straight, heading towards the middle of the fetch gates. Ci very fast. she can balance them from a long distance off. Getting a fair old trot on here. Key done nothing wrong herself, but Kevin can manage this. Nice fetch down here. Sheep got the heads up, meaning business. Preseli Ci. Really good looking bitch. Smart little bend there. Kevin talking to her nicely.
Stand. We stand. Key. Cut.
Keeping
Stand.
her quiet.
Cut. Stand. Yeah.
Going for a
We
tight
stand.
turn.
We stand.
Just 4
We
points lost
stand.
on that
We
fetch.
We stand. We
Bit of a wide turn, but
Stand.
Key's in front of them.
stand. Stand. Cut.
Classy
Stand.
bitch, just like her father. Pushing them back online,
Stand. Stand.
working from a distance. Driving away nicely here. Straight in that channel to hit the middle of those drive obstacles. Key is what we call a flanking dog rather than a line dog. She's ready to make any breaks and turns, gives off wide, but she gets called back in and comes every time Kevin asks her. Slight bend there. Key rectifies it, tucks in. Through the obstacle. Big wide turn there so she can get round without disturbing them. She stops on a sixpence. Kevin knows he's just got to have a good clean run to keep himself in the reckoning for the semi-finals. Good line here. Key answering every command. Gradually rising up the hill. Try not to get any spurt of speed on. Keeping it all controlled. Great judger of obstacles, Kevin. That's nice. Nicely pulled through. Kevin will keep them tight from this last obstacle into the shedding ring. Slightly offline on the inside track, but nothing drastic. Waits till the break into the ring before he moves himself.
Stand.
Another masterful shedder. Never gets flustered.
Stand. We stand.
Only 5 points adjudged, dropped on the driving.
Stand. Stand.
Always takes his cap off before he sheds, scratches his head, and then makes a marvellous shed.
Stand.
I'll have to buy a cap myself.
Stand.
Edging his way towards the sheep.
Stand. Cut. Stand. Good. Stand.
One of the best in the business at reading
Stand.
livestock.
Stand. Cut. Stand.
Works with sheep and dogs every day.
Stand. 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 Lay down. You. Stand.
Very classy
Stand.
here, Key.
Stand. Stand.
Looking for 2 uncollared sheep.
Stand. 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 Keep. Stand.
Kevin will take the gap,
Stand.
make the gap, and Key will come into it as quick as she can.
Stand. 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 Come by. Stand.
Shouldn't
Stand.
lose any points there because I didn't task Key through.
Stand. 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 Stand.
Looks like the 2 are there
Stand.
at the end.
Stand.
Bit of hip movement,
Stand.
bit of arm movement.
Stand.
Kevin keeping it quiet.
Stand.
He's like a praying mantis.
Stand.
And then he'll suddenly strike. Quick look at the watch.
Stand. Keep. Stand. 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 Stand.
2 were there and then they shot back in again, but point shouldn't go if he's not actually made an attempt. I think it's going to come soon.
Stand.
There they are at the end.
Stand. Stand.
Just trying to work them quietly. Bang! In she comes. Excellent. Nothing dropped. Walking to the pen.
Stand. Stand.
Going to come at a tricky angle here. It might have been better regrouping in the shedding ring before he went to the pen, because he's had to turn him away from it. Can't really take points off him for that. Not unless you're being really pedantic.
Stand. Stand. Stand.
I don't think I've ever seen him at a trial when he hasn't managed to pen.
Stand.
Even when the rest of us are struggling, he always seems to
Stand.
get a finished run.
Stand. Stand.
Key holding her side. This is where the square flanking dogs really help you. Not pushing onto the sheep. Well done. Quick as lightning, Key. Pretty dog. Marvellous. Good pen. Nothing dropped. Andy and Sue being very consistent. Careful not to let them go out the ring. Kevin will be shutting the gate, putting the rope round and watching everything that's going on. She's like an exocet. Call me and boss and I'll take it for you.
Stand. Stand.
You probably won't mess about trying to get this.
Stand.
She's one at either end.
Stand. Stand.
Take your pick.
Stand.
Just trying to spread them out.
Come by. Stand. 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 Wait.
Key knows what's expected.
Stand. Come back. Stand. Stand. Stand.
I'm going to try and take this last one. Bump.
Wait. Stand. Here. Stand.
Ooh! Excellent.
Stand. Here. Stand.
Well done, Key.
Stand. That'll do.
Judges called it. Nothing dropped
Stand.
on the single.
Stand.
Wow, another good run. The pressure is really mounting on these handlers as they know the high standard of run they need to put up to have any chance of qualifying. Kevin has just witnessed Alid's run and has managed to go ahead, dropping just 16 points. How exciting is this competition? How amazing were these 3 runs? The quality of finishing the shed, pen and single by these 3 handlers was superb. A real showcase and masterclass. So I'm here with Group 4. Now, Thomas, you went first with Jim. How did he find the course today?
He did okay. It was a little bit short at the top of the field, but he had a nice feel for the sheep as it came out. I'm not used to working these Welsh clins,
Okay.
so it was a little bit tricky for me at the end, but overall I'm quite happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Look nice and steady, confident and calm.
Yeah, just get the job done. I knew I've got 2 really good guys following me.
Yeah.
This is a group of death, you know, and they really are the best guys. So every little point counts. So you never know what the judge is thinking.
Exactly. Well, it looked fantastic from where I was, so best of luck.
That's very polite. Thank you.
Kevin, how did you find the course today? I know you're a very experienced handler. You must have come to the course with some confidence from your past experience. How did you find it?
I'm not sure about confidence. No, the course is a lovely course and the sheep are working really well. There's so many good runs, so it's all in the hands of the judges now to see how they mark it.
Yeah. And how did Key find the sheep? Were they...
They were quite testing, yeah. I troubled the shed, pen and single really. They put a lot of pressure on man and dog, but we've got there in the end.
Perfect. Well done. I really enjoyed watching it, so
Thank you.
best of luck to you. And Alid, you were our judge on our first series of Away with Dogs. How was it competing this year?
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. We had difficulty on the first drive. The sheep were splitting a little bit and putting pressure on the right-hand side, and Cap worked well, to be fair. It's just one of those things, but I'm pretty pleased with the way it went.
Brilliant. Well done to you all. We've got 1 group left to go, so shall we go and watch the final group?
Absolutely.
Hear the scores. Thank you. Mike, we just watched Group 4. I know they have an impressive reputation between them. How did you feel it went?
That was the most tense group I've watched.
I thought so, yeah.
We've got Owen, 4 times international champion, twice world champion. Thomas Longton, an ex-international champion. Kevin Evans, the reigning Supreme champion, he's won the Supreme twice with that bitch.
Yeah.
Twice reserve world champion. What a team to send out there.
Unbelievable.
Thought it was fantastic. Thomas went off first, stopped a bit short on the outruns, gave him a few problems, turned the sheep downhill, probably lost a few points down there. He finished really quietly.
Yeah.
You know, that lad, he taught me, so, you know,
Really?
I watch him intently. Second man on, Alid. Now, Alid's got the power dog. What a start he had down there. But those sheep, they felt that dog coming behind. So he had a few problems here because he was trying to hold Cap back and they really wanted to get into them. Went down there, pushing, panicked, missed 2, started a few problems. Great finish, took that single on the nose. And there we got the master himself at the end, Kevin Evans. Did you see it? Key, 1 whistle, half an inch. He can move that bitch anywhere.
Amazing.
That was superb running. And he tried his best, so I don't know who's taking the lead in that group and overall, but there was some tremendous running.
I couldn't agree more. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Talking to them, they all seemed a bit hard on themselves. They weren't that pleased, and I was there, you know, from our perspective, it was entertaining, it was exciting.
It was.
And the skill that we saw, just the dogs were so obedient, all 3 of them. It was incredible.
All 3 of them. And then little Jim, who started it all off, those bright 2 blue eyes, you know, and he didn't let Thomas down, but the other 2 were superb as well.
Fantastic. All right, well, we've got 1 group left to run, and then we will see the scores and find out who's going to be in the semi-final.
Brilliant.
Let's wait. Let's go.
Thanks.
Well, as Group 4's runs join the board, we can see that with just 3 handlers to run, we have 3 definite semi-finalists on here. Angie Driscoll with King Lochmazi, Kevin Evans with Preseli Ci, and Alid Owen with Llangwm Cap. The remaining 3 places that are up for grabs depend on the results from this last group. Nail-biting stuff for those who've run, and for those who haven't. Another great day's trialling to remember, and as we've seen, it can be difficult controlling the sheep from such a distance and in the ring, especially when the clock is ticking. It's ticking now to Programme 5 and Group 5, and after their run, we'll know who goes through to the semi-final.